Welcome to the show. I'm White. It's the Good Brother Podcast, episode number 1. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. We're gonna get right into this thing. You know what I mean? Did any of you see the Kevin Hart roast? Some people, maybe not. I don't know. I've seen it, broke it down. I have some things that I take from it. And I like comedy. I understand what a roast is supposed to be. I have a personal opinion about the situation and how it went and the nature of some of the jokes. And I just want to kick it. I want to kick it. I want to see what you guys think. I know what I think. I want to see what you guys think. So let's get right into it. First, before I even utter another word, I want to show you a couple jokes and a couple clips, and we're going to dissect the son of a bitch. We're going to get right into this. Run the tape.
Kevin is so short. Kevin's so short that they're going to have to lynch him from a bonsai tree.
Now, you've seen that. You heard the nature of the joke and the laughing. First, let's be fair. Kevin Hart agreed to be roasted. So he knew kind of what was going to happen. And if you've ever watched him roast before, he actually, in 2024, he was the moderator for the roast for Tom Brady. And they attacked his marriage. They attacked his how he loves football. He disregards his family. They went in, but it was funny stuff, and the jokes were written well. People are going to talk about your height, your money, your marriage, your mistakes, your movies, your scandals, your friends, your family, your hairline. Everything is, on the board for this. Like, you can't, dodge or duck or dodge. They'll talk about anything. But there is a level of it where it goes too far. It definitely is. Hanging a black man from a tree. You can structure the joke however you want to structure it. But a white guy saying that to a black man and playing on black trauma, I don't think that's funny. But I understand the position that a lot of the people that were up on the stage. Draymond Green, you're a black man. So when certain things are said, or certain things, like, I don't know what I would do, to be 100% honest. Like, I've talked to people and they said, well, I would have got up. I would have put my fist up and all this other crazy shit. I don't know what I would have done. But what I will tell you is, even in real time as I got older, if you're saying things that are distasteful to me, regardless of whatever setting, I can just be like, I'm cool. You know what I mean? If Draymond Green gets up and walks out of there, can he still play basketball? I don't even know if he still can play basketball anymore. Anyway, like, they're not going to do anything to him. He's not a comedian. He's not going to be blackballed. He may not be invited to that kind of stuff anymore. But to sit there and have them make these jokes about the black female, about lynching, about slavery, about all these other things, and just sitting there and taking it and laughing, I don't know, Regina was up there. You see the sister, she was up there, and I watched the John. She wasn't laughing. Wasn't a whole bunch of da and keying about some of that shit. It was almost like she was surprised when I looked in her face, So, I mean, come on now, where do we go from there?
Cheryl Underwood is here. Give it up for Cheryl. Cheryl's husband killed himself. Apparently black does crack if it's married to Cheryl and jumps off a fucking roof.
Ooh, I'm getting to the end of this. This shit getting spicy. So, people who don't know, Cheryl Underwood's husband committed suicide by jumping off of a bridge. Now, we started off saying this is a Kevin Hart roast. This blatantly seems like an attack on a black woman, attack on black trauma. Now, what say you? Oh, she's a comedian. She knew what she signed up for. Kevin Hart had her up there, so all is well. All is funny. Wah, wah, wah. If I went on stage and told a joke, and there were a whole bunch of Jewish people there, and they didn't even, excuse me, it doesn't even have to be a whole bunch of Jewish people. If I would make a joke about gassing a group of people, I would be canceled, and I might get shot as I tell a joke before the joke even gets out. So I digress. Let's move on.
Draymond Green is here. Give it up for Draymond. With a name like Draymond Green, he only had a few options in life. Pro athlete, pimp in a documentary, or wealthy cartoon duck.
Okay, I know what everyone's going to say. That wasn't racist. No, it wasn't racist at all. And that joke probably does belong at a roast, but they weren't roasting Draymond Green. I know they roast the panel. They were roasting Kevin Hart, but that was the safe black joke to tell. And Draymond is doing what blacks do. I've done it. The key, the laugh. First of all, the joke was corny. You know what I'm saying? The joke was corny. It wasn't well written or anything. And it was simple. And I guess you could pick apart any comedian's segment, and but it just wasn't funny. It wasn't racist, so I'm not gonna jump on that. I don't think that was racist. I just think it was a corny joke, and I think Draymond was given a softball joke so he would laugh and it wouldn't get more weirder than it already's gotten.
It's true he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
Okay, Shane Gillis was the first guy with the black jokes. Now this is Tony Hinchcliffe. Apparently he's homosexual, so the first part of the joke, a homophobic joke, a gay guy making a joke, it's cool. I have no problem with that part of the joke. But as we get into the ending of the joke, where he clearly, white people have this thing with, you guys say the N-word to each other, why can't we say it? So they have a thing about that. So he was cleverly avoiding saying that word, which is, I have no problem even with that. But the George Floyd thing at the end, come on, man. There we go. Playing on black trauma. Like, there is nothing funny about a police officer choking a black man and killing him. There's nothing funny about that. Kev laughed. I think that was in poor taste. And I know if he laughed, why do you have a problem with it? I don't have like a problem. That's that man's roast. I have a problem with the message that it's sending. Like, sometimes white people love a setting where they can diminish black people, and this is what this turned out to be. Like, you could say my opinion is wrong. It was all funny. It was all good comedy, and I took it too far. I disagree. So I can have an opinion, just like someone can say they thought the joke was funny and tasteful. I thought the joke was not funny, and it definitely wasn't tasteful. So in closing, I just want to say that as black people, especially black people that have reached this higher echelon, we just got to do better, man. We got to do better. I'm striving as I get older, to do better. When I was younger, or, whatever, I've done some shit. So I'm just trying to be better, man. Thank you for watching the Good Brother podcast. Once again, I'm white, and, we're going to be covering more and more stuff, man. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned, subscribe, comment, and we're going to keep this train going, baby. White man out. I'm about to fry these cats.